Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is White Dragon and I'm glad to see you here. In this video I'm gonna tell you 10 books I wanna read until the end of 2023. Until the end of 2024. And it's really exciting to share my TBR, which means to be read, with you, and I have a lot of books here actually on my bed and I can't wait to start. But before we start, first of all I want to ask you to subscribe to this channel and my social media, which is always down below in the description box. You can follow my TikTok, my Instagram. I also think we'll add my personal Instagram, and you can text whatever you want on TikTok, on Instagram, and I will answer to you because I'm here to make new friends, to build a nice community, comfortable community. And you can also write down below in the comments your opinion, your TBR for the rest of this year, or maybe if you read any of the books I want to read, you can share your opinion and your review, but without the spoilers. We don't like spoilers in the comment section. Yeah, it's actually exciting and it's right now summer. It's the middle of summer, it's July, and I don't know when this video will be uploaded because I'm not only a slow reader, I'm a slow editor and it takes me a while to edit all the videos and I have a lot of materials to edit, so I'm filming this video because I will go to my home country soon to see my family for a week or two, and because of this I want to film enough materials to edit during my time spent at home. So I hope that this video will be uploaded in July or at least in August, but anyways I'll try my best and I cannot promise anything. So let's start this video. So as I said, I have a lot of books here and a lot of them are actually pretty huge. Some of them have like 600 pages. So I don't know if I will be able to accomplish these 10 of books. But I think I have most of the books I want to read, except one book, which I will tell you later. I want to start with a trilogy, with a series, which I'm reading right now. So I'm already in the process and I'm reading the last book in this trilogy. The books are pretty huge. Each of them has 600 pages. So it takes a lot of time to read, but they're absolutely amazing. And even though I didn't finish the last book yet, I can totally say that this series is a masterpiece. The author, the writing, the techniques he used, oh my god, guys, I was shocked. There are so many plot twists, so many emotions, but okay, now I'm telling you my review, but no, let me show you the books. Also, before I show you all the books, I want to mention that some of the books are not in English. Some of the books I bought in my home country, and in my home country we have two native languages. One of them is Russian, and because of this we have a lot of books in Russian in the shops and they're cheaper than books in English. And actually I think we didn't have a lot of books in English, maybe only now we have some, but I usually don't visit bookshops now in my home country, only to buy postcards. As you know, I like to collect them. If you don't, check my other videos. That's why you will see books in a different language, but don't be afraid. I will tell everything in English, I will explain everything in English on this channel, because this channel is totally in English. I'm trying to practice my English, become better in English and speak English every day. Because right now I speak English every day of my life, and in the future I'm also going to speak English. That's why we're here. But anyways, don't be afraid. I can put also the cover of these books in English. So you could compare the covers, for example, of different publishing houses. I think it will be interesting for you to see. So now let me show you the books. I have all of them, the whole series. This series is called The Nevernight Chronicles by J. Kristoff. It has 3 books. I have all of them, as you can see. Each of them, as I said before, has 600 pages. I read already 2 of them and I'm reading right now the last one. The first book is called Nevernight, the second one is God's Grave, and the last one is called Dark Dawn. This series is about Mia Corvere. I don't know if I pronounce it right. How do you even know how you pronounce characters' names and surnames? I don't know. Anyways, we have this story about Mia, about her family which was killed, and she gonna revenge her family. And first book is about Mia entering the assassin's school to learn all the skills to revenge, because she has 3 people who she wants to kill. I can say that this book is harsh. This whole series is harsh. 18 plus, definitely, because we have a lot of sex scenes, we have a lot of harsh moments, descriptive murders, and if you don't like such type of description, you think that you're kind of afraid of it, or you don't wanna be disgusted, that's not for you. If you like all of this book is perfect. This whole series is perfect. I gave both of these books, which I already read, 5 stars. Even though some of the people say they don't like the second book, I really liked it. It was, I think, even harsher than the first one. Like, for me, definitely. Because in the second book, our main character, our Mia, her journey leads her to the Gladiator school, Gladiator Academy. And this journey was really hard. In the reviews, I saw that some people say that it's really hard to read this book, that the second book is kind of slow-paced. Maybe a bit, but it still was interesting, and when you feel that you kind of get bored, something happened, like some actions, and you want to continue reading. For example, I could not stop reading the first book. I remember I was reading until 4 a.m. to finish this book because I could not stop. The second one also was hard to stop, and now I'm reading the third one, and from the first chapter I cannot stop reading. And today I was actually questioning myself, should I read a book or I should film a video? And I decided that I should film a video and then read. That's why I edit videos so slowly. You can also see that I have a lot of stickers in this book, especially in the second one. I don't know, I think the first one was so fast-paced and so gripping that I didn't have time to put all the stickers, but I have, I think, only 2 here. Also, first advice, guys, never leave your books on the windowsill, because the sun is going to burn your books and the pages are going to be yellow. You see the difference, right? I love the books on the windowsill, so that's why the first book is with yellow pages now. But it gives the vibe of old book. Anyways, usually I put stickers when I like some phrases, some sayings, some quotes, which I would like to reread after, maybe sometime, maybe several years. The quotes which I would like to think about more later, to give it a time and discuss it with a friend, for example. I love having reading friends, even if they don't like to read. I really like when they like to listen what I'm reading, and I'm really grateful if they see this video, guys. I love you. I want to finish this one, the third one, and I think I'm gonna finish it in July, maybe in August. So as you see, that's my plan for the closest time. The second book I wanna read, it's actually classics, but I was planning to read this book for several months or years actually, and I never started it. So I think it's time to read it. I think I'm kind of in the mood to read this book. I would say I really want to read it in summer, maybe in the end of July. If I will finish the Dark Dawn before the end of July, I would like to start this one. And this book is called Norwegian Wood by Haruki Murakami. I heard a lot about Haruki Murakami. I watched a lot of videos of other booktubers talking about Haruki Murakami, and I can say that you either like Haruki Murakami and you fall in love with his books, his writing, or you hate it and never pick up his books again. I really hope that I will like Haruki Murakami. I did the first book of his, which I have. Maybe if I like it, I'll buy more and we will read more. Who is texting me? I'm kind of busy, the people. As I know, it's a slow-paced book. It's about love, about nature, about life. I don't know if I should give you a full description of the book, because some of the descriptions have the spoilers in them. So I usually don't like to read the description of the books before reading it, because it gives you absolutely another, sometimes surprising, amazing experience when you just get into the book without knowing what it is about. The second book is also classics. Wait, don't leave this video. Don't stop this video, don't leave it, because we will also have some fantasy and new books in this TBR. But I'm kind of in a classics mood right now, something slow-paced, about life, about people, their feelings and everything. And don't get me wrong, new books and fantasy books, I'm a fan of fantasy, if you didn't know. Also describe all of this, but sometimes you need something calm in your life, you know? It's Little Women by Louisa May Alcott, and I want to read this book because I watched the film. I love all this type of books of that century, about this dukes and duchess, about love, about life at that time. That's totally for me, and if you have good recommendations of such type of books, write it down in the comment section. I watched the film, so I actually know what is this book about. I watched the version which was directed by Greta Gerwig and with Timothée Chalamet, of course, and Florence Pugh, Emma Watson, with Saoirse Ronan. With all of these amazing actors in one movie. I really like the picture itself, how it was filmed, the landscapes and everything. The actors' work, it was amazing, and I fell in love with this movie. I cried, I love it so much. I decided that I want to get into more details. I want to understand the relationship between Laurie and Amy, because in the film we don't get that much of their interaction. But as I know, the book has more interaction of them, and you can understand why Amy get these feelings for Laurie, why did they end up together, because in the film it just seems like Laurie didn't have another chance, so he decided to choose Amy instead of Joe. So that's why I wanna to discover the characters' personalities more and about their feelings, about Joe, about Amy, about Laurie, to see their interplay, to see all of this, you know, just to get more about this book. The same I had with Pride and Prejudice. I remember when I watched the movie with Keira Knightley, the 2005 adaptation. I fell in love with this movie and story, so I read the book to get more details, and it was really interesting and made me fall in love with this book even more. So I hope that this will happen again with this story, and I don't even hope, I think it will happen like this. And I really want to read this book in summer. I think people divide this book in all of the 4 seasons, that it's suitable for all of them, but I want to read it in summer. I cannot explain why, I just want it like this. Another really summery book, which was gifted me by my friend Sarah. I will leave her contacts on the screen, also maybe links to her accounts, because she's also have her book profile on Instagram, which you can follow and see what books she reads. She reads definitely more than me, so it will be useful for you. And Sarah is absolutely amazing person, and she sent me this gift on New Year's from Portugal, and it was really nice, amazing. I cannot even explain all the feelings I had at that time when I received the book. I didn't expect that, and she knows that I love books. She gave me one of her favorite books, which is called On Honeymooners by Christina Lauren. This book is in English, guys, you see. And I think here we have enemies to lovers trope. I heard a lot about this book on BookTube, because I love watching BookTube. You can share your favorite book bloggers down below, don't forget me, you know. And anyways, I'm excited to read this book. I hope I will manage to read it in summer, because it's a summer book. This book is about 2 guys who are hating each other, as I know, and they need to stay on vacation together because their friends couldn't go or something like this. So they're forced to play the loving newlyweds, and they're forced to pretend. So we have enemies to lovers, we have like pretend. How is this trope called? Like when they need to pretend. I don't know, the pretend trope, let's call it like this. Now I'm making my own tropes. So probably I will read it in August, maybe not, we will see, I hope so. Next books I have, they're for different seasons, it actually doesn't matter with them. And the second one I want to talk about is called Pandora by Susan Stock-Champen. I hope I pronounced it well. The cover is absolutely beautiful. Look at this. It's absolutely stunning. I love beautiful editions of the books. This book, as I know, is about Greek mythology, and I'm a huge fan of Greek mythology. I read Madeline Miller's book, I read The Song of Achilles, Circe, What else I read? I read Lore by Alexander Bracken. If you didn't see that video, go and check it out. I think even when I was a child, I was keen on Greek mythology, and I was reading all the Greek myths which are possibly exists. So I'm kind of professional. No, I'm not in Greek mythology, but I really love it, and I wish to travel to Greece one day. If I will go to Greece one day, I will definitely film a video and you will see everything. It's bigger than any of the books I have. You see, it's bigger. We have London, 1799. Dora Blake, she's an aspiring jewelry artist who lives with her uncle in this shop of antiques. She gets a delivery with a Greek vase, a mysterious Greek vase, and her story starts from this vase. Also, we get the scientist joining their team because this vase can unlock his academical future. So maybe he will be our love interest, maybe no, but it seems interesting, and as we understood, it's going to be about Pandora, maybe this Pandora box or something like this. I don't know yet, and I don't want to read more and spoil myself, and I don't want to spoil you. I just know if you like Greek mythology, you will probably like it. If you read this book, leave the comment down below and share your opinion, or you can also recommend me other Greek mythology books. And when I will read this book, I will definitely share my opinion on it. Maybe I will make a video reading this book. Maybe I will share my opinion in the end of the year. It actually will be interesting to see what books from this list I read in the end of the year. Usually, as I said, I'm a slow reader, I don't read a lot, so not a lot of books. Another book I want to share with you is by Stuart Thornton, The Devil in the Dark Water. I like this edition. It has a map. If you don't know, I really like books with maps. It's absolutely amazing. It's a detective story. We have a murder, two detectives, a ship where a lot of things happen. We have the year 1634, so it's actually really long time ago. It's about these two guys trying to investigate this murder which happened on the ship, if I remember correctly, maybe not. So we have a detective duo as it's a detective story. There is like some hidden stones. I think one of the guys is blamed, is accused of this murder, but he didn't do it. Also some demon here, some devil. I think the second guy, is going to help our accused guy prove his innocence, so investigate this murder case. I think this book will have some plot twists, and I love plot twists, so we will see. Another book which I saved purposefully for the autumn is called The Secret History by Donna Tartt. It's actually, you see, it's a new book. I bought it a long time ago, but I didn't want to open it, but now I want to open it on the video because it's so exciting. I never opened this book, so I don't know what is inside. Does it has any pictures or illustrations? I like this edition. We have this art painting on the front. Did you order SMR of books? Oh my god. How long is this book? It's also 600 pages. Oh my god. Wow. So we have this elite community in the college. I think a murder happens here. One of the friends dies, so they need to investigate who actually killed the guy. All of them are accused of killing this guy. Not sure, but I know that it's a fundamental book of Dark Academia section, and every person who loves Dark Academia have to read this book. And I love Dark Academia. I have even more books of Dark Academia, like with Freeware Violence and Ninth House by Lee Bardugo, but I don't have them in this TBR list because I must be honest, I'm not sure if I will be able to read them until the end of the year, but I have them, and if I will read them, you will see in the videos or in the end of the year. Everything connected to Dark Academia, oh, give me more books like this, and I think I will love this book, so please comment down below. Probably you all read this book and I just didn't. Tell me your opinion on this book and recommend me more Dark Academia books. I don't want to waste so much time talking about every book because I think I talked already too much, but also the next book, the next trilogy, or even more, it's a series of books which is so popular on Book Talk, on BookTube. BookTube? What is BookTube? On BookTube. So many people read this book. So many people like this book. It's enemies to lovers trope, and I give you 3 seconds. It's 2, okay. 3 seconds to guess this book. 1, 2, 3. The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. I saw so many art posters with these characters, and I think I will fall in love with Cardon and maybe with Jude, because as I saw, as I understood, it's the type of things I like. I just know I will love this book. I cannot explain it. I just know I will love this book. Because the trope enemies to lovers, I'm already liking it. And I think everyone's saying that this series is actually enemies to lovers. It's not like they like pretend to be enemies and then like lovers. No, that is actually enemies to lovers, and that's what I want. I want actual enemies to lovers. Can people make more actual enemies to lovers books, please? It's a fantasy. It's about this fairy world. We have fairy, we have humans, the kingdoms, some politics, some like this politics games and everything. I love this type of things. Beautiful main characters. That's what we need. So we have 2 more series which I want to read this year. It's this fairy series, The Cruel Prince, and another one I will show you soon. So that's the problem. If you read the series, some people can leave the first book they read and then read another one, not the series. But I can't. If I started the series, I want to finish it. It happens with me with the films, with the series. Even if I don't like it sometimes, I'm like, okay, I'll give it a try and I will read it or watch it till the end. And in the end, I will make my opinion because it's a work of art. People were working so hard on this series, on this book to make it. And I want to give it a full try, and sometimes it's actually worth it because in the end you figure out that it's absolutely amazing series and it's right that you continue to watch it. If I will start this book, which I really want to do, I know that I will read the whole series with the soul and air and everything, and it's like a lot of books. Even if I only read about the Cruel Prince, so it has 3 books already, and that's a lot. So that's why in this list it's like 10 books, but if you count every book of the series, it will be even more than 10 books. The last one, which somehow I missed here, I don't know, it's really popular right now, probably you will also guess it. It's really popular, it's about dragons, about academy, we have this romance, I don't know if it's enemies to lovers, I'm not sure, but we have this romance in this book, fantasy, everything we like. And it's already 2 books in this series, and as I know, the author is writing the 3rd one, and Amazon bought the rights to make an adaptation. It's The Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. I received this book as a gift from my friend, my best friend ever. It's even signed by my friend. I love when people give me books inside them. It also has like a map. It's not a special edition, even though it's really beautiful. We have 2 covers here. Here we have this, probably the main character in the dragon, and here we have usual cover, which is also in English edition, I think. Really beautiful edition with some illustration inside. Wait, I want to show you without the cover. As I know, a lot of people really like this book. All I know, it's a fantasy. It has dragons. We have academy, beautiful main characters, strong women. I think we have strong women here. Strong female characters. I love them. That's enough for me. I don't even want to read description. I'm sorry guys, it's so popular, you can read it everywhere. But I just know that probably I will like this book because I love dragons, as you can understand by my nickname. So I don't need to hear anything more. If this book has dragons, I'm already here. I'm already going to read this book. I can read. I forgot to mention one more book. I already spent so much time talking about books and I forgot to mention one more book, and I was like, we are finished. One more book I want to read. It's called Checkmate by Ellie Hazelwood. I don't have it. I don't have a physical version of it. I have an electronic one. I don't know when I will read it, but I really want to because I love playing chess. I think I like romance books, but sometimes they have so silly plots based on only misunderstanding, and I don't like it when people can just talk and there is no actual reason just to be that stupid. I already read one of the books of Ailey Hazelwood, which is The Love Hypothesis. You can watch the video, which is on my channel. I'll also leave it here, the link. I cannot say I really like The Love Hypothesis. I gave it 3 stars out of 5, but I hope I will like Checkmate because it's about chess. And I saw some of the sentence, some of the parts of the books on TikTok. Seems like I'm gonna like it, maybe not. It seemed like enemies to lovers. I'm not sure if it will be enemies to lovers, but it seemed nice. So I want to try it and see if I like it or not. As I said in my previous video, I want to try more Ailey Hazelwood books. You can see that I'm tired, right? It's really hot in the flat, but it's kind of cold outside. I don't know why. And I cannot open the windows because if I will open, the video will have some noise in the background, so I don't want to have any noise in the background. I'm so happy we finally finished, and as you understood, my TBR list, it's kind of small, it has 10 books, but because we have some series of the books, it has even more than 10, it may be around 20, maybe less. And my list can be changed, I can read some other books, because it always depends on your mood, and reader's mood is always changing really fast. So I hope you liked this video. If yes, put a thumbs up, follow the channel, don't forget. Also check my social media, I post book related content on TikTok, so don't forget to check my TikTok. Yeah, I will see you soon in another video. Bye! I'm so tired, now I can go and have lunch and answer all the messages I received during filming this video. But I love my camera. My camera is amazing.